Last night was incredible as Misfits 012 rocked Leeds with a bunch of spectacular matchups that I will cover off the top of my head. No script. I'm just going for it. So if I stutter, if I mess up some words, please do forgive me. There were two prelims, Most Wanted facing Joey Knight and DDG facing the big man Myles Rak-Su. The more experienced fighters won on both ends, and it was to be expected in my opinion. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Myles or Most back again, but I definitely want to see Joey and DDG continue fighting. I think their performances were really good. Chase Damore versus Minicon was probably the worst fight of the night in my opinion. It was basically an MMA match, and it wasn't amazing. Chase Damore won, which was to be expected, I think. Minicon's been kind of shit ever, just forever. So, yeah. Then we had Ben Williams and Batista. This was a big one. This was one that I really enjoyed. Ben Williams is a star, man. I said that he'd win it on my Twitter earlier, and he proved me right 100%. He is a fighter, trust me, this guy. He is dangerous, and I cannot wait to see him fight again. Then, my personal fight of the night, not necessarily as in just of the entertainment, but the one I wanted and am most happy about with the result, is FoxTheG versus Small Spartan J. What a matchup. I have been watching FoxTheG for a really long time. I know I've seen the effort he's put in. I've been paying attention close to his YouTube channel, his Twitter, his Instagram, and I'm so happy that the boy took the W in such an incredible fashion. To me, it is the best influencer boxing knockout since Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley, and I don't think anything else comes close. Everyone doubted him. Hell, even I was a little worried, but at the end of the day, I had faith in my boy, and I was gassed, as you can see. I was living. Tristan Hamms versus not Logan Paul was honestly an amazing fight for as long as it did last. I had my money on not Logan Paul because I knew he had MMA experience, had lost a bunch of fights, so I knew he could take punishment, and was taller. However, I was so incredibly wrong, as Tristan Hamms beat the living shit out of him. Looking back at the refs probably should have stopped it the second Logan went down the first time, because fucking hell, Tristan nailed him to the ground. But they let him get back up, and they shouldn't have. Tristan beat the lights out of him. Then we had Elle Rak-Su versus OJ Rose follow it. And that was just, I think, the best fight just as a fight. It was very technical. I really enjoyed the amount of body shots. There was not much pulling, not much hugging, just very clean boxing. And it ended as a draw. Is it fair? I'd say so. I was leaning either a draw or an OJ Rose victory. But I cannot be upset with a draw, especially if it means we get to see a fight like that again. This AJ Bunker Elle Brooke rematch that went on last night is, I kid you not, the only female fight that I've ever actually watched and enjoyed, thoroughly enjoyed. Sure, you can still sense that there is some questionable turning of heads when there are strikes being thrown, a little questionable movement, but generally, Elle Brooke fucking hits like a truck very clearly. Again, AJ Bunker joined Small Spartan J and not Logan Paul in the Shadow Realm. Once Elle Brooke landed that right on her. And yeah, generally just an amazing fight. I was really pleased with it. Elle Brooke is now the champ. I don't know who's going to challenge her. I would love to see who steps up to the plate. But it's gonna be, I think, difficult for anyone to take her out. She looks dangerous. The main event was definitely the highlight for me, just as an experience. Ed Matthews walks out, of course, with just Tiki-Taki beside him, and gets in the ring. And then, the mystery opponent's supposed to come out, and well, let me explain. You have Ginty walking out in face paint, looking just very goofy. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, oh god, it's actually him. I'm about to turn off my fucking PC. Then the music stops, and then you see Swarmz walks out, and I'm like, okay, Ginty's a troll. Swarmz is gonna be the person he's actually fighting. Swarmz gets to the ring, the music cuts off again, and then Sweet Caroline starts playing, and then it's Bdave. And at this point, I'm going, what the fuck? Ed Matthews is probably really confused. He probably thought, alright, it's Swarmz, Ginty's a troll. But now that there's three of them, and that Ginty and Swarmz have not moved out of the ring, it is highly concerning. For a second, I thought this was like a Survivor tag, except that no one knew it would be a Survivor tag. They surprised everyone. So I thought that would have been amazing, but they didn't do it. And then finally, the actual mystery opponent was Pineda. The Undertaker music came in, the Mexican music started playing. It was fun. I like the fact that it was Pineda. He was not in the top 5 of my predictions video. However, I'm just gonna say it. Bdave, Ginty, and Swarmz are all up there in 4th, 2nd, and 3rd. I'm not gonna yap too much. Pineda is a beast. This fight was actually extremely entertaining. You could argue this being fight of the night. Unfortunately, it was too short, I think, to be fight of the night for me. They both got knocked down once. Ed Matthews, like I said early on, he's a force to be genuinely reckoned with. Like, he would give, I think, any fighter on Misfits or run for their money in the first round. However, after that, you can tell he hasn't trained, nor that he even tried, because he just kind of wasn't present, and in the second round, got slumped into the commentator's desk. This was easily the best non-pay-per-view card by far. And I'll say it, take away the names, take away all the build-up and all that shit. Just focus on the fights as they are. This is the best Misfits card yet. I know I'm about to catch smoke for this, and that's fair. That's my opinion. I think fully focused on the fights, this is the best card that's ever come out of Misfits, in my opinion. The production value was crazy. They had more angles, trailers before the fights. They sold out the arena, apparently, or at least close enough to the point where I couldn't tell the difference, for a fight which was being headlined by Ed Matthews. And Ed Matthews, no one knew who the second guy was, bruv. Congratulations to Misfits, Mams Taylor, DAZN, for putting up such a good event. It's been your boy Falcon here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I was very active on there during fight night, maybe to a fault, oopsies. And I will see you again very, very soon. Good night.
Bosnia. Now I'm gonna mess up. Is Bosnia different from Bosnia Herzegovina? Is that how you say it? Herzegovina? I don't know how you say it, but I'm sure they're different.